YouTube and Snapchat and Rumble and fuck, shake your tits and swing your dicks. My God, this Friday couldn't come fast enough. And so to celebrate, I give you an ass-clapping episode of your favorite internet sensation with Libation, the Friday Wrap-Up. Before we get today's show kicked off, I want to tip my hat to today's Libation. I'm actually pretty fucking excited about this one. This was like an accidental find. I found this in the liquor store. You know, I love my canned cocktails in the summer when I'm on the beach. I'm always looking for something new and exciting and fresh and cool. And I've been showing you the Surfsides all summer and, of course, the Cutwaters. But this is a new one that I found. Now, I'm a big fan of lemonade. I love lemonade. And I especially love a good spiked lemonade. And, you know, I showed you last week I had the Surfside lemonade, and I like those, but I don't love them. I like the iced tea version better. I like the Arnold Palmer version better. So the Surfside lemonade, not my favorite. And I'm not really a big vodka guy. I'm more of a whiskey and tequila guy, as you know. But I do like a good vodka cocktail from time to time, like a martini, or in the summertime, one of my favorite go-to mixed cocktails is a vodka Collins, which is basically a spiked lemonade. So when I saw this, I was like, I gotta try this. So it's called Fisher Island Lemonade. And here's what got me on it. Well, one, it's 9% alcohol by volume, but this cocktail is, it's legit lemonade, and it's made with whiskey and vodka. Now, that's what piqued my curiosity. And I said to myself, I've had Lynchburg lemonades before. I liked them. But I wasn't sure vodka and whiskey in a lemonade. I don't know how this is going to go. So I was a little trepidatious, to say the least. So I only bought like one 4-pack. And let me tell you something. I should have bought like fucking 9 of them. So I was drinking these Sunday. So check this out. It is absolutely magnificent. Okay, it doesn't even look like it has whiskey in it, you see, as you can tell by the lovely cascading pour. All right, check out. It looks like a straight-up lemonade, right? But I don't know, something about that combination, the whiskey and the vodka and the lemonade, it's like almost fucking magical. Like, I wouldn't personally think to mix those two together, but I'm glad someone thought of it. So there you go. Salud, to drink up and be somebody. That is just fucking delightful. Dangerous, but delightful. So, like I said, I was pretty excited about this one. I actually saved one just for you guys so that I could share my good fortune along with you. Isn't that delightful of me? Oh, anyway, what a fucking week. So, you know, last Friday, we had that huge global fucking outage, right, that was causing problems. Everybody's computer got affected and blah, blah, blah. And it was still going on even earlier this week. Like, so Friday, I mean, my whole company was down, except for me and one other person, because we're smart. We don't log in. You know, we log out of our VPNs. So if you were globally connected, you were affected. Your computer was fucked. Because I disconnect everything at the end of the day, I wasn't affected. So I was the only one who was able to work on Friday. Lucky me. So Monday, I'm still getting phone calls. Everything's down. The IT department hadn't been able to catch up to fucking get it to everybody's goddamn computer and fix it. So, like, up until, like, the middle of this week, it's still been a fucking disaster. All because of CrowdStrike. It's nice to know, which is a Microsoft company, by the way. It's nice to know that there's one company in the entire world that can push a button and shut it down. Terrifying. Anyway, what else happened this week? All right, so Monday, I had a slight altercation at the supermarket. So, Monday evening, after work, I decided I had to go grocery shopping. So I go up the block to Holiday Farms. So, I always park right by on the other side of the parking lot where there's no cars. Over by where the soda machines are, where you go to put the, you go to put the recycled for the soda cans and bottles and stuff. So I get out of my truck and I see some fucking tweaked out homeless guy, fucking drugged out of his mind, laying on the park bench. There's a bench right there, just laying on the bench, his fucking dirty feet out, and he's like, just like tweedling his fingers. And she says, look at this fucking shit in my neighborhood, mind you. Now, this is why I'm a little sensitive to this, because I've seen nice neighborhoods like ours before get fucking destroyed by shit like this. Okay? Like, you know, they either let the wrong elements start moving in, they let shit like this happen, and next thing you know, crime goes out of control, and like that, it becomes a shithole, and everybody has to fucking move out and lose hundreds of thousands of dollars in fucking real estate value. Okay? I've seen this happen twice already in my lifetime, the neighborhoods that I was in. Middle Island, Queens Village. Not necessarily in that order, but you get the idea. So I get fucking deranged when I see this. So I go into the supermarket and I grab one of the floor managers. I don't know, I think she's an Indian broad. I don't know if she's Indian or if she's a Spec or what. So I said, come here. I said, you got a homeless guy laying on the park bench outside. She goes, and? I said, and? There's a homeless drug addict laying on the fucking bench outside. She goes, yeah, we got a lot of people that use those benches. I said, no, you understand. He's fucking homeless. I said, are you going to do anything about it? You going to tell the store manager something? She's like, no. I said, oh, really? Okay, I'll fucking handle it. So I walk out of the store. I go in my truck. I take a fucking billy club that I have in there. I go over to the guy and I jam him in the rib cage. I'm like, yo, you got to go. What, dude? You got to go. Get the fuck out of here. This ain't a park bench for you to nap on. You want to be homeless? Go be homeless in Elmont or fucking... Or Hempstead. Not here. Oh, come on. I don't want to... you say one more word. I'm going to take this fucking club and I'm going to break it across your fucking teeth. Get the fuck out of here. And if I see you again, I'm going to split your skull open. I don't want to see you fucking lounging around this whole fucking neighborhood. You understand? Pick one side of the turnpike and stay on it. I chased him out of there. So I threw the billy club back in my truck and I go inside. And the girl, I guess, watched and she goes, you know, that wasn't right. I looked at her. I says, let me ask you a question. Do you live around here? She goes, no. I said, where do you live? She's Queens. I said, yeah? Then go back to fucking Queens. I said, because I don't live in Queens. I live here. I said, and I pay too much fucking money for this shit to be happening in my neighborhood and destroy. You understand me? So one lady goes, you know, thank you for doing that. I says, yeah, you're welcome. I says, I shouldn't have been the only one fucking doing it. I said, everybody in this fucking neighborhood's got to grow a set of goddamn castañas, you know? Get the fuck out of here. So, yeah, I take it a little bit. When did I have to become the fucking savior of the neighborhood? I'm like Batman, literally. The man with the bat, you know what I mean? Jesus Christ. It's not the first time I've had to do something to stop some kind of neighborhood detriment. Yeah, so that was my week. You know, along with the other normal, everyday, you know, aggravation. Anyway, Biden, Harris, and drug-addled sharks. Oh, my, what a fucking show we got today, baby. Okay, on another Biden blunder. Well, I was right. I called it last week. I told you. I told you all. You can go back and watch it. I said Biden would resign before the fucking weekend is out. And come Sunday, what happened? He resigned. Now everybody's, oh my God, that's so noble of him. He's like George Washington. Oh, he's putting the country before it. Bullshit! Biden was not moving from this fucking race. He was shown the door. The fucking powers that be, the power brokers in the Democratic Party, the fucking party bosses, Illuminati, whatever the fuck, went to pay him a visit. They made him a fucking offer he couldn't refuse. Because this old man was not budging. And I got to tell you, he shouldn't have had to. Okay? He shouldn't have had to. They installed him. They covered up the fact for 4 years that the guy's fucking brain was oatmeal. They were all perpetrated a fucking lie and put the American people in nothing but absolute fucking jeopardy. This stupid fuck almost started World War III, which he ain't done yet, so let's not ruin the ending. Okay? And he was staying in the fucking race. Nancy Pelosi, this fucking drunken old bitch, she basically told him, look, if you don't get out, we're gonna expose the fact that your brain is fucking, you know, mushad. So they paid him a visit on Sunday. I don't know what the fuck they told him in this meeting. They probably said, look, Joe, if you want to stay in, we're gonna make it real difficult for you. We're gonna invoke the 25th Amendment, fucking have you fired. Then you get no. You get no fucking, presidential library. We'll make sure Hunter spends every last fucking day underneath the jail and blah, 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 blah. Or you make it nice. You sign, you resign from the candidacy. We'll let you finish out, we'll let you finish out the presidency. Your legacy, you'll be safe, Yeah, take it easy for 6 months. Just you just show up, you wave a little bit, okay? You'll get your presidential library. We'll make sure Hunter, all the charges and everything go away. And that's that. Okay? So they made him an offer he couldn't refuse. Hey, I got a fucking vowel at the end of my name. I know a thing or two about this shit. Okay? I've been on the other end of that conversation many, many a time. Okay? So I know how this goes. Okay? And that's what happened. And now he comes in. See, and as a fuck you, he just put it on Twitter. I mean, he obviously didn't tweet it out. I'm sure he probably had one of his advisors, staff, whatever, but boom, dropped the fucking bombshell. Then a week later, he gives this speech at the Oval Office. Meanwhile, they crowned Kamala. So he gives this speech, never explained why, and people go, oh, so noble. And he made it seem like it was all his idea. Who got it was all his idea, okay? This was Obama, okay, who didn't fucking... So as a fuck you to Obama, that's why he released it on Twitter. Okay, this was Obama's call. Okay, Obama fucking pushed the button on this one. All right? So they pushed Joe out the door. And they're saying, he's so noble, he's like George Washington. I love when the Democrats are comparing Joe Biden to George Washington. I heard this about 5 or 6 times. And my brain just started to fucking boil because it wasn't that long ago. The same people called George Washington a fucking racist. So is now Biden a racist again? I'm confused. Okay? So he gives this speech on Wednesday. I could watch like 5 minutes of it. I had to turn it off. I couldn't deal with it because it was just the same rambling bullshit, okay? They want, he said, we want to preserve democracy. The same people that are blaming let's say Donald Trump is going to destroy democracy. They're going to preserve democracy. Completely took a big steaming shit on democracy. So here's what happened. I told you they had to go with Kamala. Had to. Because if they didn't, it would be a fucking press storm. It would be a shit show, right? So they had no choice but to go with this fucking doddering bitch. And you know something? I've always said this. Vice presidents are insurance policies. And I heard it on Gutfeld again. Last night, somebody actually agreed with me. I've been saying it for years. But they had this guy on Gutfeld last night. He goes, yeah, like VPs aren't supposed to succeed the president. He goes, they insurance policy so that the president doesn't get shot. Hey, look, George Bush had Dan Quayle. Fucking Bush was safe because nobody wanted Quayle. Yeah, Junior Bush had fucking Dick Cheney, who was 1,010. So they're like, you know what, we don't want Cheney, so they're going to leave Bush alone. All right? Obama had Biden as his insurance policy, and Biden had this cackling fucking hella. So they coronated Kamala. Now, nobody voted for Kamala, okay, or Kamala, whatever the fuck we want to call it. No one voted for her. Kamala Harris is now the darling of the fucking Democrat Party. So nobody voted for her. Fuck, she couldn't even make it in the 2020 or 2019 primary. She was in 4th place. She dropped out. No one voted for her then. No one voted for her now. They voted Biden in as the primary. So they disenfranchised all these fucking voters and rigged the fucking election again. Okay? I can't even say it's a rigged yet. But they totally fucked an election. The same people who say you can't say that, by the way. Okay? So they rigged this one. They rigged the primary election. Without a doubt. Okay? So everybody voted Biden in. And then they just said, nah. So rather than have a new primary election, which is what they should do, they just fucking stole democracy and installed Kamala. They can't do that! That's not the way this works. That's not how democracy works. That's how communism works. The same people who say, that said the Republicans, the GOP, the Trump supporters, the MAGA supporters who are going to destroy democracy have now resulted to communism in the name of preserving democracy. Sometimes I wake up and I think, am I in the fucking Twilight Zone? Is this really happening? Or am I like losing my fucking mind? Okay? You can't. So now they're having a wet dream over car. They forget we know who this woman is. We've been dealing with her for the last 4 fucking years. This is the same people, the members of their own party, go like this, Amaron. Every time she walks into a room and starts fucking talking, this cackling fucking Looney Tune. They want us to forget that she's been an epic disaster, that she can't get through a fucking sentence without like a fucking retard, okay? Clapping like a fucking jerk-off. They forget. We know what she did. She was the most left-leaning senator in the entire Senate. She leaned further left than Bernie Sanders. Do you know how hard that is to do? Okay? She absolutely... The reason California has the crime wave that it has now is because of her when she was Attorney General. She's an epic... Oh, she's also... I'm a prosecutor, and I'm going to go after Donald Trump. Yeah, okay. This is a prosecutor that didn't believe in actually locking up criminals. She was Alvin Bragg before there was an Alvin Bragg. I'm like, what's happening? A Democratic vote is really this fucking stupid. So let me paint the picture for you, okay? The reason why Joe Biden was doing horrible in the poll numbers, aside from the fact that he's an epic failure as a president, the reason why Democrats were having an issue with him is, let's face it, Democrats' brains don't work like regular people. They're fucking broken, okay? The reason the Democrats had a problem with him is because he was too old. And that if he got reelected, he wouldn't be able to serve out his term and they would be stuck with President Kamala Harris. And that is why his numbers were so fucking unpopular with his own party members. Okay? So to fix it, they remove him and put the person they're terrified of being president as the front runner. Holy shit! And now all of a sudden, people are like, oh my God, she's so refreshing. Oh, I love Kamala. She's going to be changed. She's going to... Are you people fucking retarded? Like, I mean, I swear to God, every single Democratic voter needs a helmet, a chin cup, and a short bus ride to the puzzle factory. Holy shit, you people can't be this fucking dumb. Seriously, how... Anybody who's a registered fucking Democrat that's voting for this bitch should be immediately labeled an enemy of the state and put someplace in a fucking work camp. I'm like stunned that people are this fucking stupid. Like, I mean, it's really hard to impress me sometimes, but man, the level of stupidity of people that are just cheering this fucking doddering retard on is just, it's mind-boggling. The new thing is that all of a sudden now the press is going, well, she was never the border czar. Yes, she was. Biden said it. She said it. For the last 4 years, she's been the border czar. Now, all of a sudden that she's running for president, she's like, oh, I didn't do that. Are you fucking kidding me? And people are believing this? The same liberal media that reported her as the border czar, Biden taps Kamala Harris as the border czar, is now saying, as of yes, oh, they never said that. The Republicans made it up. Yeah, because the media never fucking lies to you. Okay? Now, Obama was the last one to give Kamala Harris his endorsement. And I'm sure he'll do it publicly at the Democratic convention, make a spectacle of it, because he doesn't believe she can win. This was leaked, and she can't win in a legitimate election. Okay. Now, she's not polling any better than Biden. They're saying, now, again, 2 weeks ago, all the polls showed the same thing. They said the only one that was polling worse than Biden was Harris in popularity. Now, all of a sudden, she's 2 points ahead of fucking Joe Biden, but nowhere close to capturing Trump. And, you know, right now is the honeymoon phase. This is where everybody's trying to make her out to be a media darling and blah, blah, blah. They wrote her a speech, and they told her, memorize this. Don't deviate from it, because she doesn't have the ability to ad-lib or speak or think, okay? She can read a teleprompter. And halfway through, so she must have memorized this thing in front of the fucking mirror, because you can tell. She had like 3 or 4 appearances since then, since her coronation, and has said the exact same speech fucking verbatim with the exact same hand mannerisms and voice inflections and gestures. Exactly the same. I've watched all of them and I'm like, this bitch stood in front of a fucking mirror and memorized this. Hear me when I say, I was a successful prosecutor and I know Donald Trump's type. Go fuck yourself. When people talk like this, they try to make themselves sound smarter because they are not. Okay? That's like a dumb bitch thing. Sorry, I don't mean to sound misogynistic and sexist, you know, but that's what that is. I've heard a lot of fucking stupid hooey, you know, when they want to get serious, they go, you know, I have to tell you. Yeah? Okay, keep talking. So, the circus that they're trying to push is just insane. Now, like I said, in a legitimate election, this bitch doesn't have a fucking shot. Nobody voted for her 4 years ago. Nobody likes her now. They're just pretending to. Because the media has been told, look, you got to make this bitch look good. It's like putting a silk hat on a pig. You know, you could take a turd and dip it in 24 karat gold. And at the end of the day, all you have is a gold-plated piece of shit. And that's what this woman is right now. A gold-plated piece of shit. Okay? If she, God forbid, was ever president, this country would be even worse shaped than it is now. She actually makes Biden look somewhat intelligent. And that is a very difficult fucking thing to do. It's fucking unbelievable. It really fucking is. I can't believe I'm saying what I'm saying. It's just insane. So like I said, in a legit election, she's got no shot. But if you think that they're not going to try and fucking cheat again, you're out of your mind. I mean, they couldn't possibly rig it with Biden, okay? They might be able to rig it with her. Might. So Republicans have to be very careful here. Even though, you know, on paper, face value, Trump's got to beat that to fucking square ranks, but they're going to fucking try to rig it. I'm telling you, because I see them now. Oh, she's like another Obama. The first black female president. Oh, my God. Yeah. Okay? I'm telling you, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the writing on the walls, and make sure you heard it here first. I said it, they couldn't possibly, it was too big to rig when it was Biden as the front runner. But they showed him the door. He's retired now. Okay? He's just some feeble old man that just got in the White House right now, and they're like, yeah, Joe, you can ride out the next 6 months. I'm pretty sure Kamala's doing all the fucking policy work. So whatever disaster happens between now and then, we know who to blame. Okay? And she was part of the fucking cover-up. Everybody lied about this man's cognitive ability. Matter of fact, the FBI director the other day, Christopher Wray, said, oh yeah, I've had meetings with Biden. He seemed fine. He should be fucking fired too for lying. They should all be impeached for lying. They've been lying. And they've been putting this country and the American people in fucking harm's way because of it. We have some fucking nutbag in the goddamn White House pretending to be president. And they fucking know it. And the only reason they didn't invoke the 25th Amendment to push him out was because they made a fucking deal. That's why. If you're a Democrat and you don't see that, you're a fucking moron. You shouldn't even be allowed to vote. I don't understand how Democrats at this point can vote Democrat. I don't. Okay? And if you're a Jewish Democrat, which there's too many of them, which I don't understand how you could be a Jew and a Democrat at the same fucking time. Because you really are I'll put it in your own words. If you're a Jewish Democrat, you're a schmuck, you're a putz. What's wrong with you? Doesn't your brain work? Okay? The anti-Semitism that they're promoting is fucking unbelievable. So they had the Palestinian protests outside the fucking Netanyahu was at Congress. And of course, Biden didn't attend. He snubbed him. Harris snubbed him. So, yeah, like, if it was Zelensky, the little runt in his little hoodie, they'd be right there. Like licking his asshole, okay? One of our allies shows up, and they're like, fuck you, Joe. Imagine, this is insane. Okay? So bottom line, they snub him, and outside they got all these Palestinian protests. So they're burning flags. They're flying Hamas flags. They're saying death to America, death to Israel, blah, blah, and nothing happens. Where's Kamala Harris denouncing this? Okay, where's Biden denouncing this? So again, if you're a fucking Jew and you're a Democrat and you're still voting Democrat, you're a fucking moron. You're a putz. Okay? Come over to the fucking light side. All right, we'll take you. Hey, baby, what's going on? What's up, Pops? How you doing, man? You know, man, I'm just chilling. You know how it goes, eh? Hey, so, where's, I know where that crazy bitch went off to, but you know, fuck her. We don't need her. We don't need her. No, we don't. It's nice and quiet right now. So, Pops, you ready to do our bit black and white? Are you goddamn right I'm ready to do black and white. What we gonna do today? Ooh, we're gonna do wedding dances. Did we do something with black and white? No, we did black and white weddings. But you know how, like, weddings have, like, these, like, you know, the DJ comes out with, like, dances, like the Macarena, the funky chicken, shit like that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Well, you know, they tend to do that a little differently in black and white weddings, so let's take a look at it. You ready? All right, baby, you want to roll that clip? Yeah, let's roll the clip. Roll that clip.
Here we go. Get your partner one more time.
Actually, come on in and get a little chicken dance.
You know what the fuck with these white people that funky chicken shit? The only funky chicken we like is, like, you know, spicy fried chicken, baby. You know what I'm saying? yeah. Well, you know, obviously that wasn't an Italian wedding. No, that's right. That motherfucker didn't have any rhythm. But what the hell's going on at that black wedding? Holy shit! There's a lot of ass clapping in that place. Man, the stink in there must have been something else. That's true. I could imagine. You know, if one of them bitches ain't careful, they're gonna look like a windshield. A car windshield that when you stop short, holding the chocolate and shake. Say that again? You know what I'm saying, boy. It's going to look like a windshield after you stop short, holding the chocolate shake. Oh, yeah, that's your fucking visual. That's right, man. You gotta watch out for them stink ass, big fat ass bitches. Well, Pop's got a fucking way with words. What are you going to do? Okay, kids, get your tickets out. We're about to hop onto that maniacal, magical express of the mayhem and fuckery. The crazy train's about to leave the station. Oh, but, woo-hoo! First stop, Washington, D.C. So, Secret Service Director Kim Cheadle resigned on Tuesday after a disastrous congressional hearing. So she attends a congressional hearing on Monday. Bipartisan. And it was just, they're asking her questions that she should know the answer to and flat out refused to answer them. So I don't have details on this. I don't have details on that. I don't have details. Democrats even said that we're trying to help you. And you're not allowing us to do. You're not even like, you're not even trying here. She lied about the roof being too sloped for personnel because the Congress people actually went to the site. They're standing on the roof. They're like, this ain't fucking sloped. The other roofs that actually had snipers on them were sloped. And there's a lot of fucking details that don't make sense. The fact that they identified the guy an hour before. They knew he was a threat and they still let Trump take the stage. This was just an absolute fucking disaster. Okay? Both sides ripped her a new asshole. Okay, on how she answered these questions. And you know you're a colossal fuck-up when the Republicans and the Democrats both agree that you need to go. Okay? She only got this job because she was friends with Jill Biden. She was on Jill Biden's detail. And Jill, you know, called Joe and said, well, maybe we should make Kim the director of Secret Service. Okay? DEI will get you killed, man. Okay? So the way she's answering these questions, and and these are things, she's the director of the Secret Service. She should have these answers. She didn't even She went on vacation right after this happened. Didn't go to the site, didn't do nothing, and refused to resign. She should have been fired, let alone resign. I'm going to say what everybody's thinking and what they're afraid to fucking say, okay? Pay close attention, because this show might get fucking banned for me saying this, but I don't care. It's obvious that they tried to whack Trump. Without a doubt. After watching this, there's absolutely no fucking doubt in my mind that they're covering up the fact that the United States government, I don't know at what level, but this was an actual fucking attempt to kill the president by the country. The Secret Service, this woman, I don't know if she acted alone or if this was an agency-wide cover-up, a government-wide cover-up, but this was an actual inside attempt on Trump's life. Let me show you. So the FBI's got nothing on this Thomas Matthew Crook. They can't figure out how to unlock his cell phone. They said he has he made some overseas phone calls. They did, however, find this. Him and his father both belong to the shooting club somewhere in Pennsylvania. A shooting club also happens to train drug enforcement agents for the government. Now, we don't know if some of those DEA agents might be CIA ops. They're showing him how to construct, but apparently he had the know-how on how to construct a bomb, but they don't a bomb. But there's no internet searches or anything. The last internet search that they said they found was that he wanted to know exactly how far the shooter was from Kennedy, stuff like that. He Googled the times of the Trump convention, but that's it. The FBI has been investigating this for almost 2 weeks now, and they have nothing on this kid aside from that. And when the Secret Service director was asked pointed questions that she should have the details to, she just flat out refused to answer. So here's my theory. Okay, I'm going to say that this might have been probably a multi-agency cover-up. I think the FBI knows that this was an attempt by Kim Cheadle. This all starts with Kim Cheadle at some point. Okay, now I think her and Joe Biden are close, right? Joe Biden's Sicilian. You see where I'm going with this? This is the one avenue no one's ever looked at. Maybe Jill had a conversation with Kim and said, gee, wouldn't it be a shame if somebody tried to shoot Trump at a fucking rally and, they succeeded? Secret Service, wasn't in time to stop them. You see what I did just now? Okay, you see what I did there? Like, that's how things are done. Okay, that's a suggestion. And, you don't really have to do anything. You find some kid who's a radical. Hey, here's what you should do. Okay, and we'll cover you up. Don't worry about it. Okay? And meanwhile, they planned on killing him anyway. And now she's just covering up. And then the FBI probably realized it. Now, the FBI can't come out and say, yeah, Secret Service, this director of the Secret Service tried to kill the fucking president. You can't have that. And if there are high-ranking of people in the Democratic Party that know that, they certainly can't have that. So they forced this woman to resign. Now, I would not be surprised if you never hear or see from her ever again. I wouldn't be surprised if you find her with a gunshot hole in the back of her head and somewhere in a park holding a suicide note. You know what I mean? I mean, if the people investigating the crime are part of the cover-up, you know what they're going to find? Nothing. Some fucking average 20-year-old kid managed to outsmart the CIA, the Secret Service and the FBI. They got nothing, no social media presence, nothing on this kid, nothing. Come on. Other than he was a pretty decent shot and he didn't like Trump. I ain't buying it. I'm not buying it. They obviously tried to whack Trump. That's the fucking bottom line. Okay, kids, next stop, Brazil. So the sharks in Rio de Janeiro tested positive for cocaine. So they caught some sharks, they did autopsies, and they found large quantities of cocaine in their muscle tissue. Even the sharks over there are cutting lines. And no, we're not talking fishing lines, people. All right? You know what's more terrifying than a shark? A shark that's cranked up on blow. Could you imagine a fucking shark that's just snarling because they just did way too much cocaine? They'll bite you in half on the first shot. Okay? Unfucking believable. All right, kids, your sports update. Major League Baseball, Yankees and Red Sox tonight at 10 after 7. Mets and Braves tonight at 7:10. Phillies play the Cleveland, the Guardians tonight at 6. I still can't call them the fucking Guardians. Okay, I can't. Okay, it's the fucking Cleveland Indians. If I was an Indians fan, and they did this stupid fucking woke bullshit with the team, I would boycott the fucking team. I would never be a fucking Guardians fan if I was a resident of Cleveland. Okay, you grew up a Cleveland Indians fan, you stay a Cleveland Indians fan. They change the name of your fucking team. If the entire fan base would have boycotted it, you'd see how fast they change that shit back. Same with the Redskins. What are they, the Washington Commanders now? Well, blow me, please. And check this out. So Yankees and Mets fans got into a brawl the other day at Yankee Stadium. Here, check out the video.
Oh my God! Damn! 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 Yeah! 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 Look him up! Look him up!
I mean, the Mets won the series, but the Yankee fans won the brawl. And the reason the Mets won the series is, once again, because they have the Yankees have that big-eared, seed-chewing fucking baboon still managing the team. They have yet to be able to beat the Mets in a series this year, and this is causing me a lot of internal discomfort. Okay, kids, on Tommy's Pub and Grub review. Well, let's start off with Dunkin' Donuts. No, I didn't have a Dunkin' Donuts issue this week, surprisingly. I'm not, listen, I'm not a big fan of Dunkin' Donuts' donuts. The regular donuts suck. I do like a donut occasionally, but when I eat a donut, I want a good one. And in my opinion, you're never going to find better donuts than you're going to find in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. But that's beside the point. Every so often, Dunkin' Donuts comes up with a specialty donut for the summer or for a month or whatever. And it's usually not bad. Remember the Funfetti donut? I still miss that. So they have this donut for the summer. It's a s'mores donut. And it's basically a s'mores mashed up with a donut. So it's like a stuffed donut. It's supposed to have marshmallow cream, chocolate fudge on top, and it's got broken graham crackers and chocolate bits on it. Take a look at this. So I had one the other day. So Sunday was kind of my cheat day. I needed something sweet in the morning. I didn't have breakfast. I skipped breakfast. I skipped dinner the night before, I think. So anyways, I stopped to get coffee in the morning. I said, let me grab one of those s'mores donuts. And let me tell you something. It was quite pleasant. I must say, I was quite impressed with it. The marshmallow cream was nice, even though it wasn't exactly in the center of the fucking donut. It was more off to the right. But the kicker on it, what made it was the actual broken pieces of chocolate. I think it was Hershey's chocolate. It tasted fucking good. So I have to say, it's not like I'd probably get one of these again, but and if you're borderline diabetic, 2 bites in, you're gonna go into fucking keto shock. But it wasn't a bad donut. I also heard a very, very terrible rumor this week concerning a neighborhood staple. And I'm only hoping it was an ugly, unfounded rumor, because if it is in fact true, it's probably going to cause me some severe depression. So I heard that Valley Caterers, one of my favorite places to grab a fucking hero sandwich, okay? Plus their fried chicken is next to none. This place has been here forever. It's got to be over 50 years, I think, right? Since I was a kid, when I moved here. Valley for fried chicken and sandwiches, that's what they got a lot of other stuff, too. But it's been a good, solid neighborhood German deli for fucking decades, okay? It's been a staple in this neighborhood, and I'm not even fucking making that up. But I heard from someone this week that the owners are looking to retire, so they're selling it. And apparently Indians are interested in buying it, like very interested. Like a deal could be imminent. Which means Valley will not be Valley anymore. I have not yet been able to confirm this rumor. I went in there yesterday actually with that intent, but the guys that I could get that information out of weren't there, so I let it go and bought a sandwich instead. Which brings me to my next point. So I ordered a sandwich I've never ordered before. It was called the Titanic Hero. And it was appropriately named because it was huge and an absolute fucking disaster. It was huge, it went down fast, and it was a fucking disaster. So it was tasty. It was good. But just the way, I don't know, you bite into it, 2 bites in, the whole fucking thing like just started falling apart. I don't know if it was because of the sandwich itself, if it's designed poorly or if it was built poorly. Because not everybody builds a sandwich the same way. You know, like they put the toppings on the bottom or something. Like this had a top and bottom, so when you grab the sandwich, everything's like falling out of it. And not everybody puts a hinge on the bread. Like when you cut a fucking hero, right, you're supposed to hinge it. You don't cut it completely in half because when you go grab it, I mean, depending on the kind of sandwich it is, it's going to fall apart on you. So if you leave the hinge in it and just scoop out a little bit on the side so that, you know, you could hold the sandwich, it's not going to fucking fall out of the side. You see what I'm saying? There's a science to this, but that's beside the point. So anyway, the Titanic Hero. It was a chicken cutlet, white American, a coleslaw, tomato, pickles, mayo, and like this garlic Parmesan sauce. I mean, all the flavors together actually were fucking delightful. But like I said, it was a fucking mess. Definitely not a beach hero. Because you take this to the beach, you're going to be really pissed. It's going to be all in the fucking sand. So, there's that. Okay, kids, on Right or Racist. Research has shown that the female brain is directly affected by semen. Not sailors, we're talking banana juice here, okay? So that it's a special protein present, and there's a special protein present in semen that stimulates the female brain and ovulation. Well, that's right, okay? It's called the nerve growth factor, or NGF, and acts as a hormonal signal to the female brain and the pituitary gland. This explains why lesbians are fucking emotionally irregular, okay? So next time you see your significant other, you could tell her to give you some head for the good of your brain, bitch. That is some useful information, gentlemen. Okay, kids, your PSA. So I've discovered this new fucking thing that irritates the shit out of me this week. I don't know if I just never noticed this before or if this is like a new fucking phenomenon, but guys at the gym videoing themselves working out. Like, what kind of homo fuckery is this? Like, I don't understand. I mean, granted, these are slightly younger guys, not like kids, but, you know, I'd say maybe 20s, maybe early 30s. I saw this a couple of times this week. Like, I saw this one guy, he's a black guy, he brought his own fucking tripod. Like the same tripod I'm using right now to record this show. He brought his own tripod with him. So he put his phone on it, and he lined up his shot, and then he goes on the shoulder press machine, and he's pressing his shoulders as he's filming himself. And I'm like, what am I fucking seeing? And then like 2 days later, I see these two guys, okay, and they're videoing each other working out. Like, what is this? Okay, look, a gym is a gym, okay? It ain't a fucking movie studio, all right? This isn't for your fucking TikTok page, okay? I have a podcast. You don't ever see videos of me working out, do you? No. Because that's stupid. It's gay. It's fucking dumb. It's just dumb. Like, what are you doing with these videos of you working? What are you fucking doing? Okay? Tell me, please tell me you're not trying to impress people with them. Okay? Your boyfriend or your girlfriend, whatever. I don't know. I can't see a heterosexual woman telling a guy, you know, oh, could you send me a video of yourself working out? I mean, granted, these kids do fucking weird shit these days. Like, nobody even asks for phone numbers. Like, the younger generation, not our generation. Like, I had, like, this kid in the class, and I asked him, like, there was this girl that he liked. I said, did you get her number? He goes, no. I said, what do you mean, no? He goes, oh, I got her Instagram. I'm like, what the fuck is that? He goes, you know, Instagram. I'm like, no, like, you didn't get her number, you got her Instagram? He goes, yeah, I could DM her through Instagram. I'm like, you know what you could also do? I said, you can call her. You have a phone. She has a phone. They both have numbers. You exchange numbers. You could text each other, call each other. What is this Instagram shit? Like, I don't understand what's happening to this fucking generation. So if this is part of the new, like, the way people, I don't know, get together, show each other fucking workout videos. Oh my God, I'm glad I'm fucking old. Holy fucking shit. Like, I mean, what is this? Who are you looking for? Jack LaLanne? Like, what the fuck is going on? People videoing themselves working out. Like, if you have your own private gym and you're doing that, still fucking stupid, but okay. You're not irritating anybody else around you. But if I gotta fucking alter the course of my path because you're videoing, I'm a fungal. What do? I walk right in between it. Okay? So all of a sudden, halfway through their workout video, there's an eclipse. Unfucking believable. I swear to God, this world just makes me sadder and sadder. Anyway, stay COVID-less, kids. No mask, don't ask, haters, and kiss my ass. So remember, who loves you, babe? It's been your Friday wrap-up. I'll see you when I see you.